Hey guys, it's Kyle from the Randomly Generated Nerds crew. I'm here today with Super Star Wars. This is probably the thing, well, it's not probably, it's the thing that got me into Star Wars to begin with. I rented it from a store, VideoMax. I don't know if anyone had that chain around their areas. But I rented it and found out that there's movies about it, and that started the whole dark hole of loving Star Wars for the rest of my life and being obsessed with it. So I owe a lot to this game, even though it's ridiculously hard. For those who haven't played it, if you're not used to platforming or shoot 'em ups, it might be a little difficult. This one is not, it's not nice. I don't know how else to put it. It's kind of, I'd say it's Contra level. I'm actually playing on easy right now, just so I can actually get through the game, because I'm not as good as I used to be. Somehow in the years past, I lost everything. So here's a big thing about the game is the firearm power-ups. You have to get them in like a certain line, so like the second upgrade is obviously this flame one. The next one's going to be a rocket that tracks, and then the fourth one is, I believe, the blue. It's like a, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a bunch of balls that are blue, but they can ricochet everywhere. And then the fifth one is the last one you can get, and it's just a giant plasma cannon. It's like pink and sand color. But you have to work your ways through the upgrades, and then at the end of it, you only get the plasma. When you die though, you lose it completely, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Especially when like you're stuck in an area and you're stuck with the little laser that does no damage. And holy crap, this guy's wrecking me. There's hidden upgrades everywhere, like for the blasters. I actually don't remember where half of them are, which sucks. But after a certain amount of points, people just, like, enemies just start dropping things, so I'm not too worried about going through this whole game like that, but I just gotta remember the certain tricks, which will be the interesting part. Because I know I used to be able to make it to this guy at least with the blue cannon, and he's really easy to kill. But it's not like he's not easy to kill in general, but it's just, everything's go faster with the better upgrades you have. So also, this isn't really the Sarlacc pit monster, because, yeah, he's kind of a giant hole with teeth, not a worm with teeth. But this is the closest game to, like, the movie that you can get for old 16-bit, even not even 16-bit, friggin'. You could go back to like the Atari and the NES. They don't even follow the movies at all. They're just kind of random, like the famously known Darth Vader turning into that crab creature from the NES version of A New Hope. But it follows it pretty nicely. It has cutscenes and stuff, which we'll eventually be getting to. But we'll get there when we get there, I guess. The thing that actually pisses me off about this game is the hardest level to me in the game is actually the Sandcrawler, which is what we're going up to here right away. I'm just gonna skip the cutscenes though, because they are not that much to look at. So another thing about these games is these vehicle sections. They're kind of rough in the original, or like A New Hope. They get a little bit better as they go on, except for Return of the Jedi's opening. It's like a race on friggin' platforms, and it's really hard if you're not used to it. Because, I don't know, it just sucks. You go into a Star Wars game and you're instantly in a speeder you don't recognize. And it's hard to control. But that's for another day, really. So the point of this area is to kill Jawas. Which is kind of brutal. But you have to kill a certain amount of Jawas to actually proceed. So you don't need to race towards a Sandcrawler until it tells you to. So we just have to kill one more, and we'll be done. And now we can just launch. So this game is actually going to come out on the PlayStation. I'm not too sure that it's coming out on the Xbox One, but definitely the PS4. I think it's a pre-order bonus for Battlefront, which is exciting. I wonder if they're actually gonna have trophy support. Although I'll never beat this game on hard, probably. I did it once as a kid, but there's no way I can do it nowadays. You have to be so spot on this game. It's ridiculous. So it's just easier when you're climbing this damn thing to just destroy everything, because you'll see later that those little ones have vents, like flames that come out of them, and these bigger ones have like weird droids. It's kind of annoying, especially since this whole level you can fall off of. Like the whole thing is platforming on the side of the sandcrawler, so if you fall down, you're gonna fall right down to the ground. And I'm going the wrong way already. Except for, I thought there was a gun over here. That's why I actually wanted to come over here. But I do not remember, apparently. So, we're just gonna go back. But yeah, that guy that's shooting at me, he comes out of those little square, or the bigger squares. So that's why you always want to destroy those, because they'll harass you the whole time. And then you fall on your face. The nice thing is, because we didn't get all the gun upgrades when we do, like just now we have the rocket upgrade. And anything that comes at us while we're jumping, it's just going to home in on and destroy, which is awesome. And now we get to do finicky platforming. And wait for it and jump. So the biggest problem with this one is obviously the falling, but like that. And it's the whole way, like there's no checkpoints or anything. You have to do perfect platforming the whole time, which is just ridiculous. So when you don't have the homing upgrade, you can't just shoot while jumping and destroy anything that could be in your way, because sometimes you just get that knockback that makes you fall, which is upsetting. And that Jabba went flying apparently with a grenade in his hand. Okay. Of course, I have to pick the game with the most annoying platforming section possibly. But it's not going too bad. As soon as I said it, and I'm right to the bottom. We just have one more thing to go, and we would have been at the top. But I guess, you know, at least all the bad guys, or all the, oh no, they do respawn, never mind. I was gonna say all the vents were destroyed, but no, we gotta destroy them all again. Fantastic. They're not too bad, like, they're always off to the side, so as long as you land on the platform on the other side of them, you'll never get pushed off, but if you're like right underneath, I did it again. So another problem with this game, to do that jump, the flippy jump, you have to hold up. And doing that while, like, extreme platforming, it's kind of annoying. Because you almost have, like, it feels like you stop moving. Because you have to press up and then forward. The only way you'll know is to actually play the game. It's so hard to explain. But we'll get there. This is literally the hardest part of the game. Not this exact section, but the inside, definitely, because it has well, we'll get there when we get there, but it's insta deaths at the bottom of the level. Yeah, so the outside you have to climb all the way to the top, and then once you get in, you have to climb all the way down, and there's like lava sand. I don't know how to describe it. It looks like sand, but apparently it's lava, because it kills you instantly, and it's in the cheapest spots. But we'll get there. Alright, almost there. Just wait for the platform and go. Another thing is, I don't know if I played this game right. I usually just, instead of trying to dodge a lot of things, I just sit there and take hits, and I try to, I don't know how to tank my way through the game. So instead of like trying to dodge all the gunfire and all that, I'll just stand there and I'll just fire as fast as you can, and it generally works. You have to dodge a lot more on the harder difficulties, but That's why we're playing on easy, because I barely remember this game. But it was the thing that got me in Star Wars, so it makes me happy. Wasn't there a gun here? I don't remember. Jump. I don't remember what triggers them. Oh, there it is. It has like an invisible wall when you jump up there. That's what I remembered about that, but I thought it was gonna let me go that far. Yeah, so you just have to trigger them by shooting them. I know the rockets are actually not that good. After this level, there's a sand level with Tusken Raiders and stuff. You can shoot your way through the walls, but for some odd reason the rockets don't blow up the walls. So you don't get like the extra bonuses when you go through. Alright. So the first half of this is actually not that hard, and it feels very Metroid-y, which is kind of cool. And we have the final upgrade, which is the plasma. So we're doing maximum damage that you can do in the whole game, which is lovely. Just destroys everything. Not that Jawas are really that hard to kill, but when we get to the boss, it'll be nice. If I can get to the boss without falling in the lava. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for the elevator, because I'm just getting shot to shit. Alright. Yeah, I guess the next level is kinda... There's like one platforming section that's kind of annoying, but otherwise, this is definitely the hardest in my mind in the whole game. It's like the biggest leap when you're trying to do this on hard mode. Because first of all, you can't jump in those drills. Well, I think you can jump in them, but they take off a stupid amount of health. I don't know how you would do this in hard, like, consistently. I don't have the patience. I don't know how I did it as a kid. Well, rather than I love Star Wars and I had no other Star Wars games. I actually didn't grow up with the Empire Strikes Back. I only had A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. Ended up getting Empire Strikes Back when I was in high school, so I didn't really get very good at that game. Maybe I'll play it later on the channel, but I have no idea. Because I'm pretty sure that one is the hardest out of the series. And the only reason I can do this one is because I spent hours and hours as a kid playing it, so. Same with Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi is kind of easy, though, in comparison to these other two. Plus, you actually have a guard function with your friggin' lightsaber, which saves your ass a lot. But Return is also longer. Hit me with a thermal detonator. So there's another feature in this game, is sliding. So unlike doing the flippy thing, you just hold down and the direction you want to go. And it'll just do a slide. I think Luke and Han have the best ones. Chewie he's just too long. As you can see, that guy took nothing. It's supposed to be a mid-boss. He takes a lot when you just have the first blaster, so if we die, you'll see, I guess, but... Alright, so this is the part that sucks. So when you get here, just get ready to jump back right. So the first time you come down here, you're probably gonna die. And we'll see if we can jump through here. Oh yeah, and the flame thing follows you too. And probably will knock you down. And okay. And I find jumping right into this guy and just tanking him is the best way. Because he ends up just pushing you back and forth. He never pushes you in the thing. So if you stay back like you think you should, you're probably just going to fall in and you have to like really dodge things. And hit me back. Thank you. And I just follow you and touch R2. Alright. And that's the hardest part of the game. So, next is... Oh, right. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. But that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time for more Super Star Wars. Thanks for watching.